All right, all right. Hello, everybody. This is MattyBeats, and this is a project for my composing and producing electronic music course through Berkleemusic Online. This is going to show the steps that I use to map my Novation Nocturn to the mixer and Pro Tools for on-the-fly automation. This was actually the easiest way that I could find based on what I had available to me to make this work. I know you can use the Mackie control, you can use Digidesign stuff. I think you can use like the Digio 2 or Digio 3 or something like that. I don't have any of that stuff. So the Nocturn's about $100 here in Canada at least. It's maybe not the best, but it's pretty good based on its price and stuff like that. The encoders sometimes are a little laggy. It does have its own software that it runs on, which interfaces with Pro Tools, and it makes it a little bit tricky to set up, but ultimately it's really good for on-the-fly setup for like plugins and stuff and for mixing. I had to do a little bit of research to figure out how to map it properly, but I'll go through the steps so that you can do it too. The first step is to make sure that the Nocturn and the Automap software are installed properly, obviously. Once that's done, you're going to want to go into the setup menu and go to MIDI. And you're going to select input devices and just make sure that Automap HUI and Automap MIDI are both selected if you want to use the Nocturn for all kinds of automation. After that, we're going to go back into setup and we're going to select peripherals. Now I already have it set up here, but I'm going to do it just one more time for you guys to see. We're going to select HUI or HUI, and then we're going to pick for the receives and the sends both Automap HUI. What this does is it makes sure that it's sending to Pro Tools from the hardware and receiving information from the software. Or maybe that's backwards, but same thing. Once that's set up properly, we're just going to go over to the actual Nocturn hardware, and it's already selected, but you have all these different options: user, effects, instrument, and then mixer. Now you have all these different pages that you can use. It starts off on page 1. On page 2 it gives you the option to change different parameters within that mapping, and we're going to go view so we can see it on the screen, and it's already selected because I've already done it, but by clicking in the speed dial and then rotating it, you can see it changes between the pan left, the pan right, because it's a stereo track, and then to the sends. Now I already have it set up, so it would work if I did it right now, but I'll also show you how to set up a send just so that you can quickly do it like me. We're going to go to bus. Actually, you know what? We're not going to go to bus. We're going to go to track, and we'll pick delay. Now it is an auxiliary track, but maybe not everybody does it this way, but it's actually the easiest way that I know of to set it up. You don't have to go through all that bussing. It seems to have the same effect, at least for me, and it works out. But if you are doing a complete mix, most people would recommend you use the buses, just so that everything's organized and so everything works with everything else. Okay, so now that it's selected, we're on the correct page. We'll pull up the view just to make sure. It looks like it is. So yeah, we're just gonna rotate this and you can see that it's adjusting, and then we'll put that away, and I'll show you on, here's the mixer. Alright, it's not going to show us the mixer right now because we're recording the screen, but if I choose right here to show the snare send level, then within this lane here it'll show us what's happening on this fader. So you just make sure that it's in latch. Once it's on latch, it'll automatically record in Pro Tools provided that the song is playing through, and then you have instant access to all the automation on that track. So we're just going to hit spacebar and I'll show you how it works. And anyways, that's how that works. So not the best pass at actually recording something that would be usable, but hopefully this tutorial helps at least somebody get set up with Pro Tools and the Novation. It's a good option. I think it can help anybody who wants to do automation do it relatively quickly. It's cheap. So yeah, have fun and produce the shit out of some beats.